going on. Let's check out Cardi B getting roasted by Candace Owens, man. I'm hyped that she's back. She's back to cooking, right? And she's doing a great job at it, man. So don't forget to go to her channel and check out the full podcast, man. She's been doing an amazing job independently, and I'm so happy. I've been saying that that's what she should do for a long time. Let's hear what she has to say about Cardi B, right?
Men. I've never had my teeth itch, but I like that expression. I'm going to start saying that when things make me upset. This makes my teeth itch. You guys want to know what makes my teeth itch? Cardi B makes my teeth itch. Yeah. Well, obviously, I guess people thought that it was just hunting season when I didn't have a platform. Everybody's talking about Candace Owens. Candace Owens fired. She doesn't have a platform.
Now she want to come and say something. Yeah.
Now we can say whatever we want about her. All these headlines, all these articles, and people were coming for me and I couldn't hit back. Well, now I'm clapping back at Cardi B. So I'll give you the background of the story.
Yeah, she's saying it so elegantly.
I tweeted regarding pornography this.
Guys, how's my audio? I mean, before she get into it too crazy, let me check my audio. Is my audio good? My audio good? You know, I'll be having some problems with my audio sometimes. Like it starts popping and clicking. Is it popping and clicking? Are we good? Let me see. All right, it seems like we good. Seems like we straight.
I said, ban pornography. It's a psychological weapon intended to weaken our men. And I followed that up. As you see, it got 9.3 million impressions. People were outraged. What am I doing?
I do think that, especially when it's overused and it's all you doing, and men are choosing to go home and just watch some adult films rather than go out and meet somebody, then yes, I do believe that what Candace Owens is saying is extremely accurate. You should watch less and go out there and go handle yourself, right? Become better.
And do without my pornography. And I wrote this thereafter. I said, pornography was created as a tool of enslavement.
So hold on, let me clarify. I think that her opinions on adult films, as far as like the effects on it, is accurate, but I still believe you should do what you want, right? Just, oh yeah, I'm not with banning anything, but she could talk crap about it. So had to clarify that.
Not freedom. It was created by the most depraved among our human race to psychologically introduce homosexuality, pedophilia, and incest. Religious sacraments to Satanists, ban it, and stigmatize every person who defends.
Girl, I'm gonna have to believe some of this
or profits from it. Now I know this is considered controversial for all of you.
Hey, this is probably not gonna get monetized. Go and check out my other videos if you can. Go and check out my other Candace Owens videos. Right? Check that out. Or sign up for my Patreon if you're able to for as low as $1.
That have ingrained in your mind somehow that somehow this is freedom of expression, that people should be allowed to present porn and to produce porn as a means of expression, that it's somehow a First Amendment right. That is utterly ridiculous. And in later shows, I'm going to take you guys through tracing the history of pornography and the individuals that made that argument in court and somehow won it. They should have never won that argument. It's pointedly ridiculous. Yes, it is a fact that pornography was introduced as a psychological weapon. Many studies have been done.
I'm gonna go in front. Since she's been back, man, she's been real like cutthroat with it. She don't care, son. She coming out here giving out these bars. She is not playing.
On how men will react to pornography, how women will react to pornography. And quite frankly, one of the greatest arbiters of pornography was a man who came right out and said that he introduced pornography as a way to subjugate Christianity. So they knew this was a weapon. They knew that this was going to tear apart families. They knew that this was going to make it difficult for people to grow deeper into their faiths. They introduced it as a weapon against Christianity. Plainly, this man says this on his Wikipedia page. Again, we're going to talk about that in a later episode because that deserves an entire episode about how they created these tools as weapons against our faith and against our culture.
I'm willing to be informed for sure. So yeah, I would watch it.
But of course, Cardi B saw this and she is in many ways, I guess, a porn star of sorts. I think that, you know, her body is always on display. And she tweeted this in response.
Yo, that's great. Is she wrong? She sells her body. That's for sure. As Cardi B does sell her body. Like, I remember I tried to watch one of her new videos. I was like, damn. I couldn't even tell you one rap lyric. Not one part of that song I remember, not at all. I was like, why she look like a fucking action figure? Nigga, like, she's selling body. Like, that's all they're selling.
Response when that tweet was going viral. She said, "Oh my God, why y'all so against porn? Is it bad for y'all? I enjoy it, but I don't know. I guess it's like a 6 time a year thing. I personally don't feel no connection or addiction to it. Just a little quick 1-2. Nothing like real intimacy." And so I guess that makes her a cool girl. I guess the cool girls are the ones that say, oh, pornography is cool. I'm okay with it. I'm okay if my...
Yeah, she kind of said something similar to with me. It was like, I ain't going to say it should be banned. I do think it has harmful effects if you're overwatching it, overdoing it, but also believe in do whatever you want. All right, that's part of our freedom. Like, Candace can have her opinion on it. You can have your opinion.
A man watches porn. I watch little porn 6 times a year. And that makes me, I don't know, hip or something. Or it makes you the exact opposite. It makes you somebody that's being used as a tool. As I have said for a long time, she is being used as a tool to promote this to her many millions of followers. And that is why I say they pick someone like her to perform on the Grammy stage, not on the...
Shoot, Sexy Red's even worse. Meg Thee Stallion be wildin' too. But yeah, this was wild, yeah. I forgot about this.
Basis of talent. I'm not saying she doesn't have talent, but I am saying she doesn't have the kind of talent that warrants her to be main stage on the Grammys, at the Grammys. I think we can all agree with that. And yet they pick these sorts of women. We talked about Sexy Red. The more pornographic they are in their language, the more pornographic they are in their displays, the more pornographic that they are in how they are wearing. It seems that Hollywood sends them right to the top. We love this. We love the idea of Madonna.
I just said that, right? I just said Sexy Red, in order to stop herself from being canceled for giving her political opinion, she dropped a S tape, a Kim Kardashian type of tape on Instagram, you know, where people follow her like kids. She dropped the S tape, and sure enough, people didn't talk about her political opinion. They talked about the S tape, and guess what? Her numbers went up, sold more records. It's pretty disgusting. Candace has a point.
Donna at the age of 65 twerking. And so Cardi B is one of these individuals, and she doesn't even think further than that. She doesn't think about the addictions, especially for men who really suffer from pornography. And I'm so glad that so many men listen to this show, and they in the comments talk about how much they struggle with pornography, because they are more physiologically, psychologically, biologically wired to have a response when you are producing nudity to them. And it is a fact that Pornhub intentionally offers more and more depraved topics annually. We cover it, right? They go from...
Yeah, they blatantly give you some nastiness. You're like, yeah.
From, sex between a man and a woman. Then they start introducing incestuous topics, but it's just dress up. It's just fun. Then they start introducing transsexuals. And then they start introducing basically just skirting on the edge of what would be deemed pedophilia. Why are they doing that? Because they're psychologically trying to introduce you to these topics so that you...
She kind of went hard there. She went extremely intense with that one.
You start to believe that this is okay. So yes, pornography is a weapon. I stand by that assessment. And it's a shame that someone like Cardi B can't take a look at her life and see how maybe her life has also been harmed by pornography. You know, notoriously, her husband, I'm not sure if they are divorcing. I don't know what the update is on that. I know that they had filed for divorce, and then there were different scandals. She's introduced at times that they're getting back together. Who knows where they're at right now? But we do know that he has cheated on her, right? And we do know that that is something that's very hurtful. So I don't say that to make fun of her whatsoever. But I think pornography, I think being introduced to so many groupies, I think being introduced to so many girls that are dressing in the way that they are could be something that is tempting for her husband, right? And so you would think that she might consider that and say, how can I help create a society that doesn't perpetuate those sorts of things? I'm not saying that if pornography didn't exist, that men would never cheat, but I am saying that I believe that a lot more men cheat because it is being offered to them, because sex is being offered to them so readily. So that's all I'm going to say on that topic.
I do think that men or just people in general shouldn't be overdoing that, right? You shouldn't be watching it every day. There's people who use it as a substitute, right? Like instead of something that you just watch occasionally. So I do think she has a lot of valid points, especially when you got people like Sexy Red and what's her name, Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B pushing that like nonstop. Like Meg Thee Stallion videos is crazy. I forgot what song it was. It was like hands in your knees, shaking it like some thought-ish, I think was the name of the song, or how the song went. Right? That video was like BT uncut. I remember there being a point where you couldn't show things that intense. You had to wait till like after 12 on a special show. Now that shit is on YouTube, in your face, nigga. In your face. I mean, literally, it's crazy. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, that's my opinion on it. So I think she has some valid points, but I'm not with banning anything. I do think that that's intense, but at the same time, it's getting crazy.